Hello everyone, I'm Jonas, working at Aorus as a technical marketing manager. I'm going to take you through the Aorus lineup of notebooks we have here at Computex 2017. First of all, off to the right here is the X5 MD, which is brand new, launched yesterday, based on the X5 V7, which is also new. All metal chassis first and foremost. Comes with a Core i7 7820HK overclockable CPU. I pushed this myself to over 5 GHz in internal testing, but in the consumer spec it comes overclocked to 4.3 GHz. You can fiddle around with that yourself, but 4.3 GHz is pretty much guaranteed. The MD in this name stands for Max Q Design. Means that this one, the X5 MD, comes with a GTX 1080 from NVIDIA. So GTX 1080 Max Q design, and we've implemented this a little bit differently. It comes in our X5 V7 packaging and gives you really high performance and uses very little power, so it stays cool and quiet. We're running a 4K demo on it, we're running 3D Mark 11 in 4K, and it barely heats up even. With Aorus, you always get a lot of features otherwise as well. We got Thunderbolt 3, we got high-end screen options, we got a 4K option, 3K or 4K. It doesn't come with a 1080p one, we don't bother with that at all. G-Sync externally with your external outputs, USB 3.1, you mentioned it, high-end DAX. All the connectivity is right there, and even the SD card reader, we've done something special with that. We've hooked it up to PCI Express rather than USB, so you get up to 2 gigabit per second in transfer speeds from that. X7DT, RGB backlit keyboard, WQHD screen, 4K one optional as well, G-Sync, all of that stuff. The main difference here is probably the same thing I mentioned with the X5 V7 or X5 MD, and that is that we have the SD card reader upgraded with we call it the UHS2, which is the 2 gigabit per second transfer speeds hooked up to PCI Express. On the Gigabyte side of things, we do have a couple of news. You might have seen the Saber series previously, but we have a new addition to it in the Saber Pro 15. New chassis, but the Saber series basically embodies gaming at a no-frills gaming. So we offer you the essentials, what you really need for proper gaming. So what you get is a good screen, in this case a 1080p 15.6-inch one, a good keyboard, complete with macro keys, optional ones there at the top. Per zone, like 3-zone RGB backlighting, and under the hood you have proper performance hardware. That's where we spend your money. That's on a Core i7 7700HQ CPU, and in this case a 1060. So I'll tell you about the Saber 15 and 17 in brief. They're pretty much the same philosophy. Clean, sober styling on the case, a good screen panel, and 1050 Ti graphics, and the same Core i7 CPU. Sitting at the top of the Gigabyte range of gaming notebooks is the P56. This is a refreshed P55. It's a slightly thicker machine than the Sabers or the Aorus ones for sure. Updated from the P55 is plenty more cooling. We have dual exhaust, dual fans. We're also putting this space to good use through quad storage units. So you have two M2 PCI Express SSDs, and we have a dedicated 2.5-inch caddy for a hard drive or SSD. And then you have actually a detachable ODD, so an optical drive. You can choose between a Blu-ray drive, or you can use that space for yet another 2.5-inch hard drive or SSD should you wish. So you can actually pack up to 4 terabytes of storage into the P56. And in keeping with the tradition of Gigabyte of offering good high-end panels, we're using a high-grade IPS 1080p one, or this particular one is a 4K option. Fully per-key backlit RGB keyboard, as usual, with higher end of gaming stuff. Plenty of connectivity. We got Thunderbolt 3, we got USB 3, you name it. So the P56 XT comes with a GTX 1070, i7 7700HQ for proper gaming, and is a little bit more bulky, but gives you that little bit extra choice in the Gigabyte lineup of gaming machines. So the main attraction here at the 101 for Gigabyte notebooks is definitely the Aero series. Sitting next to me is the Aero 14, which you've probably all seen before. It's got 2 M2 slots now, just a little bit extra storage. I'm actually going to fold it away. It comes with a back cover, a fully CNC machine, black, orange, or green. You can choose that. But I'm actually just want to talk to you about the Aero 15. And I'm gonna do that by putting the 14 on top. And you see, it's just that ever so slight bit wider than the Aero 14. And we call it a 15-inch notebook in a 14-inch package. Because as you can see, the bezel is very thin. We have 5mm bezels on the side of the screen. We have, again, a 1080p or a 4K option. We have plenty of performance and a huge battery. Mobile Mark, 10-hour battery life, 94 watt-hour battery, gives you the whole day on the go, should you wish. GTX 1060 from NVIDIA and Core i7 7700HQ CPU from Intel, once more. So plenty of performance in a slim, svelte package, and it's also light, so you can carry it with you wherever you go.